NLT, Jesus says in the parable of the mustard seed, he said, the kingdom of God is like a mustard seed, even though it's the smallest of all seeds. It grows into the largest of all trees, and birds come to nest in its branches. So if you think about the yin-yang symbol as the seed, it's round like a seed, and even inside it, it's got represented even smaller seeds. And then if you look at the I Ching, which represents everything in the I Ching is a hexagram, 6 lines, each of which is either male or female. The male is a long unbroken line. The female is a broken line. So you have those two possibilities in there, and the first thing is that they're arranged into trigrams. So you have all possible combinations of 3 of those. You have male, 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 female, 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 male, female, male, female, female, male, all kinds of all. And there's 8 trigrams. So you have 8 trigrams, each of which is 3 lines long. So you have 24 total lines. If you look at the end of the book of Revelation, the last chapter, it begins with an angel, the writer saying, the angel showed me a river of life, the river clear as crystal, and on each side of it the tree of life, bearing fruit 12 times a year. So if the tree of life bears fruit 12 times a year, and it's on each side of the river, that's 12 times a year times 2, that's 24. So the angel is showing Jesus, like the wise man from the east, that it was there at Jesus' birth, or shortly thereafter, is showing Jesus the 8 trigrams in the I Ching. That is the tree of life. So you have the yin-yang symbol is the seed, the 8 trigrams, that are used to compose subsequently the 64 hexagrams, all possible combinations of those. The 8 trigrams, there are 24 lines because there's 3 in each trigram. So 8 times 3 is 24. That makes up the tree. So Jesus said in the parable of the mustard seed, there's a mustard seed, and then there's a tree, and then there's birds nesting in branches. So there's 3 levels. So there's the yin-yang symbol is the seed, the 8 trigrams, each of which is made of 3 lines, are the 24 fruit that are the tree of life that is referenced in Revelation 22, the first verse. It's the tree of life, clear as crystal, that bears fruit 12 times a year and is on either side of a river. So it's on either side of a river, and it bears fruit 12 times a year. So 12 times 2 is 24, which is equal to 8 times 3. So the trigrams, the 8 trigrams are the tree. The yin-yang is the seed. And then if you look at all 64 hexagrams in the I Ching, just Google it and look up, and you just look at the hexagrams. They look like branches. You know, you either got lines, and then you have lines, and then you have those are the straight lines, those are the branches, and the broken lines, the female lines are the birds. So you'll have like a male branch, and then you have birds like on top of it, and it looks like a tree with birds in its branches. That's what he means when he says the kingdom of God is like a mustard seed. It grows into a tree, and birds nest in its branches. The yin-yang symbol is like a mustard seed. It grows into a tree, the 8 trigrams in the I Ching, and then birds come to nest in its branches. Those 8 trigrams, all possible combinations of those 8 pairs of those 8 trigrams create 64 hexagrams. And if you look at a picture of the 64 hexagrams, that's like the branches of a tree with birds in it, and the birds are the women. And so when Jesus uses birds elsewhere, and he uses it many places, he is often always on at least one level referring to women and or the female principle, femininity, the female principle, receptiveness, those kinds of things.